everybody, good evening. This is Michelle with Creative Operation and Country Craft Creations, and I have a project share that I wanted to do tonight. This is a super cute, adorable new collection from Country Craft Creations called Lil Cowgirl, and it is adorable. You guys, we had a huge reveal with some country themed papers, and we had Cowgirl Way, which I used in a project. Then we have the Country Vow card fronts that are absolutely amazing, but we also have two baby collections, Lil Cowgirl and Lil Cowboy. And I got Lil Cowgirl in my August design team package, and I wanted to do something with it, and I was sitting here kind of thinking, what do I want to do with it? I had purchased another one of these uniquely creative 6x8 folios a little while ago from Country Craft Creations, and it's been sitting in my bin for quite a little while, so I decided to get that out. Now I do have the dies that go with this folio, so I do have those as well. So if you have these, it makes it really super easy to make this folio, I gotta tell you. But I decided that that's what I was going to do with this, and I did something a little bit different, because I always do. I can't ever do anything the way I'm supposed to, right? But I just wanted to give you a quick idea and a walkthrough of what I did. So again, this is Lil Cowgirl, and this is one of our newer collections from Country Craft Creations, and then I combined it with my uniquely creative 6x8 folio. So on the front, I did add some flowers that I bought at the brick and mortar store when I was in Utah the last time. The pink just worked perfectly with this collection, and I had to have some flowers. And then also on the front here, I did use some enamel dots that were left over from a previous design team package. I used some light pink seam binding from Country Craft Creations to tie it shut, so I just die cut the piece out. And isn't that cover paper just gorgeous with that cute little teddy bear? I think this is so cute. And then I just use a seam binding, so I put it underneath the front, and then I put it underneath the back. So here is the back, and I left that pretty plain with the pink bandana paper. And then down here, this cracked me up. It says, actually, this is my first rodeo. And I just thought that was just so funny. And I thought that's a great way to kind of put something on the back of the album. I just thought that was adorable. But this turned out really cute, and it didn't take any time at all to put together, really. So when you open this up, I did grab some white artisan cardstock, and I made some photo mats. So these are all 3x4, and I put this one off to the side because I wanted it kind of hidden with the cover, so when you open it up, you kind of have a surprise there. But everything, the ephemera pieces, I hand cut out, I fussy cut them out. They worked really well. And then everything, the photos can slide underneath them. So there's the first page. So there's 3 photos there, and then it opens up like this. Look at that. Is that not cute? You guys, I'm loving this paper. It's just so fun. So the middle section here has another 3x4 photo mat, and I used this here. It says Boot Scootin' Baby, which I think is also very cute. This one, Born to Ye, Learning to Ha. Just so cute. So cute. Just adorable. Okay, so I went in my stash from Country Craft Creations. I got some natural twine and then a button, one of Granny's buttons. And I put that there. So just a little decoration here. There's not a lot of room. There's not a lot of space. The gussets are kind of small, so I didn't want to do anything two-dimensional. When you flip this up, I've got a 4x4 photo mat here. And then this says Cutest Cowgirl in the Corral. And this cute little bow up here. So you can just slide your picture under there. And then down here, we have the flap here. I left that empty. And then put that paper here. And then this is what I did differently. So this piece here is a trifold. And what I ended up doing was I pamphlet stitched it here in the gusset. So on the edge of that gusset, and if you look at it from the back side, you can see it. Let me see if I can open it up. You can see where I stitched it right through that fold there, right through that score line of the gusset. And I sewed it in. So it has another opportunity for your photos, but it's attached. I just thought that was kind of a fun little different way of using this folio. So that was kind of my idea with that. I left this alone because it is so gorgeous. I didn't want to cover it up. I just think it's absolutely a stunning graphic. But there is space up here. If you wanted to put a small photo up here, you could. But I just didn't add a photo mat to that. I just left it. And then you open it up, and I was trying to go for a little bit of continuity here. So I used the denim paisley here and another 4x4 photo mat. Again, the ephemera, and then you open it up, and then these two match. So you could put a photo here. I didn't add photo mats here. I could have, I just didn't do it. Then I used a little piece of the pattern paper and created a pocket, and I put the little ephemera piece that said giddy up, and then in here I put the larger of the cut aparts in this 8x8 paper collection. So I thought that was a fun little place to put those. And then this will actually just turn, and there you go. You have the other side of the page. Okay, so then that folds up. This keeps everything nice and closed. No magnets or anything. And then over here, I created a little pocket on this little flap here. It has like an 1/8 of an inch gusset, and what I did was I covered it with paper, and then I just glued it right here really good, and I made sure it was really good and dry before I put this guy in here. So it does have a little bit of a gusset here, but it's glued flush with the page here. I used this border strip, backed it on a little bit of the pattern paper just to make a little tuck pocket, and then put in the tiny cut aparts in here. Okay, and then in this I went ahead and just covered with the pattern paper and left it open so you could put photos in, and then that's that. And then this just ties with some more pink seam binding. Left the back of that with the horseshoes open because you could definitely put more things in the pocket, but you could also put another photo here if you wanted to, and that just tucks in that pocket back there. All right, and then it folds up again, and then there's the back. So that's what I wanted to show you tonight, what I did with the Lil Cowgirl paper collection. It did use quite a bit of the paper, but I still have some left. But I just wanted to share with you what I did. So again, this is Lil Cowgirl by Country Craft Creations, an exclusive paper collection. I paired it with the 6x8 flip folio album by Uniquely Creative with the dies here to make it. And then again, Lil Cowgirl. And then I just used a bunch of things from my stash that I had purchased or had from previous design team packages to kind of finish the album. And it turned out really cute. So I hope that gave you some ideas. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great night. Stay crafty, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.